This is the General, and welcome back to the Banner Saga. I hope you enjoyed the first episode. I'm just going to go right into the next episode here. We learned a little bit about how the combat system works. We delved a little bit into what I would call the political aspect of the game. We'll see. Let's just continue our little quest here and see where it takes us. Alright, to the docks we go. Vognir. A familiar Varl steps onto the docks. In your mind, you recall a much younger version tramping the halls of Grofheim, abundant in purpose. God, Subin, you're looking ancient. Ho ho ho. Comes with being old. And if there is Vognir, there must be Hakon. Must there? Ha ha. Still breeding tributes from the poor and stupid old yaks? At what age do you lose a sense of shame? Jorundr demands it. I'll take that over lingering to death in Grofheim. Speaking of, I had no sense that you were so far from home. Just returned from Amberang, in fact. Oh man, making voices is not a good idea. And glad for it. He's a bit of a weird guy. Hakon motions to the other ships in the bay, sails still fluttering, golden wolf head ablazoned on red, the king of men, or someone on his behalf. The king's whelp. The king's son, Ludin, don't you know, Scrivener? We visit his capital and he visits ours. It's how you make alliances these days. It's miserable waste of time. Yes, Hakon, has it. I'd almost forgotten. It's a good thing you're around, Hakon. Then you're going to Grofheim? I have the distinct feeling I've finished my business in Strand and was heading there myself. We should caravan. We should. Give it a day in better circumstances. I'd drink a week away, but, let's just be done. Find me tomorrow at the gates. When he's trying to say, yes, the prince is a delight to behold. Where is Moger? Hakon, have him find a place to put up the warriors. I'm heading up to meet the governor. A host of giants depart in his wake. You recognize a few, others are strangers to you. Guess I'm off to find Moger. See you in the morning, Scrivener. I'll be along. The young prince of men ambles from his ship. He brushes off his tunic, scanning the beach with long eyelids. Ludin looks all the world, the sort of boy who grew up pulling the legs from spiders. The long road back to Grofheim should be more interesting than most years, you think? Alright, so we're gonna go out caravanning with all our Varl. Weariness suddenly settles in, and you chuckle to yourself about what an odd day it has been. One of the governor's men at the Great Hall could find you a place to sleep. On the other hand, if you're going to join Vognir's caravan tomorrow, it might not hurt to share a drink with Hakon, or introduce yourself to the prince they spoke so highly of. Yeah, so we're gonna have to introduce ourselves to people and talk to our crew member, and we're gonna learn things that way. We're gonna gain things from it, hopefully. So we can click to talk to Hakon, or we can go see this weird prince. Or we can go straight to the Great Hall. So let's go talk to Hakon. Seems like a good guy. Scrivener! You find Hakon in a mead house surrounded by other Varl. Strand is no stranger to Varl, but rarely sees this many. Hakon waves you over. Went straight for a flagon? Vognir's the one who agreed to pass up a drink. I wasn't invited to the governor's hall anyway. You already missed the massacre. Every year I make the rounds collecting taxes. Every year it's the human settlement that gives me trouble. Ain't that the truth? The humans are the worst. No surprise. What's this time? When I got here, the Great Hall was already full of bodies. We added a few more. Huh, humans. I guess if I only lived as long as a Yawk's fart, I might be desperate to make something of myself too. Ha! It's not too late to start trying, Hakon. Hakon lets slip a low chuckle. Any Varl could recount his deeds, known as he is for cutting a swathe through dredge at Vognir's side in the Second War, and regularly since then. There's a whole breaking the fourth wall. There's a whole lore and story behind all this, kind of based around Vikings and that whole culture. So this is pretty cool. Down here, I am a glorified bodyguard. You might have a point. Just another reason to get back to Grofheim. Soon enough, I imagine. You drink until the mead house becomes overbearing, then step back into the cool air outside. So now that we're drunk... Oh, we can still go talk to him. Good. Let's go talk to this guy when we're all drunk and stuff. So let's roleplay a little bit and be drunk. Is this the right place? You find the prince at an inn. Guards blanket the building, including a sharp-eyed Varl who must be working for Ludin. A woman in red eventually waves you over and stands nearby, arms crossed. Greetings, Prince Ludin. Yes, you're with Vognir. I don't remember you. Not exactly. I've known Vognir a long time. I'll be joining you back to Grofheim with my guards. Ludin looks up for the first time. The woman doesn't react. Why? I work for the king, carrying tithes to the capital. We crossed it by chance. Oh, a tax collector. Fine company. What do you want? Okay, let's see. I have a habit of recording history. I thought we might talk about your visit. Recording history is really important. A Varl historian. Aha, don't you already know? Your king and mine both have practically trumpeting it throughout the cities. Man, I need to learn how to read. I've been on the road a while, I'm afraid. Ludin takes a deep sigh. Whether tired or ungracious, you are uncertain. Maybe both. A formality mostly. Vognir came to our capital in Arberong, and now we go to the Varl's capital in Grofheim to cement this grand alliance for the next age of men and Varl. You sound unconvinced. There's no need for it, and it's damn cold up here. You get the sense he's struggling not to complain outright. You take the opportunity to excuse yourself. What a strange man. What a strange man. There's going to come a time where it's going to be important whether we would want to trust him or not, I feel. At dawn, you're awoken by delivery of goods. At least you think it's dawn. Damn hard to tell with a sun that never moves. The governor's crest adorns the supply leathers. All there, just as promised, to your mild surprise. Good. You must have done some right choices. You wonder if Eirik had anything to do with it. Probably did. 20 renown, nice. You guys take the treasure wagon down to the gates. Vognir is already there. A while later, Ludin and his men appear, groggy and disheveled. Disheveled? Probably. Moger steps forward. Vognir's quartermaster, if you recall correctly, in charge of his unwieldy entourage of warriors. You know him only in passing. He asks if you're ready to depart. We're ready. Let's go. You follow Moger and join the others. Usually the smaller doors set into the gates would be enough to enter or leave the city, but the town guards might have been told to push them open entirely. They mutter things under their breath that are best not heard. Perhaps the governor expected you to draw a crowd. But there's nothing of the sort. Just frustrated, tired people. It summarizes Strand well as a whole, you think. Sheesh. What a place. Let's move on. Here we go. Look at us go. We're making a great grand trek across the country to go to Grofheim, our destination, where things will be just and fair. And oh man, 85 fighters, 366 Varl. So I think you can 66 days of supplies, great morale. I think you can stop and rest along the way. The caravan stops for the day. A gift, says Mulger, cracking open the mead casks. From a gracious friend, the governor of Strand. Hours pass with raucous laughter as the mead is passed through camp. Drink a little, drink a lot. Toast to Wagner. I was gonna go for drink a lot, but that seems like a bad idea. Let's just toast to Wagner and see where it goes. You raise your drink, toasting the alliance between man and Varl. The others join in. Ludin's expression is like a stone wall, but the others laugh at your exaggerations. Eventually, you sit down beside Wagner. Yeah, let's have a chat with him. Thanks for the speech, Slus Wagner. Looks like you didn't have to miss out after all. Thanks to Mulger, I thought the damned governor would never shut up. Did he give you the history of his entire family? He tried. Then he asked me to clean up his mess. For your benefit, turns out. I'd have given the job to you too. Gods, there's no joy in politics. Isn't he just right, huh? Speaking of, what happens after the business with Ludin? Hopefully the boy goes back to Arborang on his own, and I can take out some frustration on Dredge or something. Ooh, that sounds fun. Starting to sound like Hakon. You don't like the life of a diplomat? Ha ha ha! Don't you miss the fight, Ubin? You down your mead instead of replying. Wagner slouches and shakes his head. There's no great joy in killing Dredge, but this, pretty sure this nonsense, is some scheme between the two kings to force some kind of lineage. Used to be warriors would follow you for what you'd done. Yup. Isn't that why they follow you now? Is it? Or is it because I'm the next in line? These lines are getting muddy, old Varl. They've always been muddy, Wagner. Wagner stares into the campfire, lost in thought. You leave him to it. Good chat, bro. Good chat. So here we are at camp. You rise groggily, the campsite a casualty of merriment. Mulger is already kicking warriors awake when you spot Ludin stalking your direction. He sidesteps sleeping bodies. Better wake up, you nudge Wagner. You're needed. Ah, it's Ludin. Always a pleasure. You look well rested. Wagner releases a caged yawn and receives a hard-eyed stare in return. How long to Grofheim? Ha! We're only 2 days out of Strand, you know. Come, I'll show you on a map. Alright, gonna show me a map? Show me the way of your people. World map. Drag the map to look around. A portrait icon shows where your caravan is in the world. You can also tap on any location to get some history about it. When you're done with the map, tap the X at the bottom of the screen. Okay, so this is Strand, I believe? No? No, that's Strand. Hravn? Okay. So Rundval is here. We're 2 days out. I think we're at Karlshus? Maybe? I believe I saw that name. Okay. Man, it's a big map. Big map. Arberang is way down there. Fiskivik? That means fishing bay. Fiska Bay. Yeah, that makes sense. Fish Eye. Ormsfjord Plains of Slaughter. That sounds bad. Dalalon. Alright, man, it's a big map. Svartbog. So like Black Bog. Uh-huh. Wolf's Maw. So where is the Satterlund, Frostweller, Skuger, Northfelling Wastes? Ah, here's Grofheim. Alright, that's a long ways away. Dundree's Beard. There's a ship that I can highlight. Can I click on these things? Transportation. Ah. Let's click on Grofheim. The last home of the Varl and seat of their power. Founded by Arnfinnr, the second Varl king. Thought the Varl had moved around a lot, most considered Grofheim their capital. The deeds of Varl are honored here, and all warriors of worth are buried at the foot of the two spears, where they are said to become part of the Varl's march itself. So if we're here and we've walked like here, do we have to like walk all the way around here? Or can we cross like the bridge or... Okay, let's see. Karlshus. One of the most important characters of the First Great War was Karl, a proud Varl warrior who turned against his own kind at the Mender's behest to help end the war between Varl and mankind. Along the Red River, an enormous mead house catered exclusively to Varl, but now sees both races drinking together regularly. Though ironically, the mentions of Karl's name will more often than not cause tempers to flare. Alright, so we're gonna have to travel quite far. 2 spears. What's this place about? Hraun. The long snowfields, tall mountains, and sparse woods of Hraun used to be the gathering place for Dredge during the Second Great War. As Varl pushed them ever northward, they took the land and settled in themselves, preferring the cold expanses over the warm, busier lands of men to the south. Now the territory is almost entirely Varl. Sounds like a good place to be. Alright, let's exit the map for now. At least we had a little bit of a look. We head north, then east, past the fords. Grofheim's far from Strand. Going to be a long march. You should have drank last night, Luden. Why not take the ships to Skirmirstead? That's the point of marching. What's the point of marching? The Silverstone Bay is called that for a reason. It stays covered in ice all year. It would tear up the longships. Too bad though. We could have shown you all the wonders of Skirmirstead. A half-sunken city crawling with dredge, Prince. Dredge and glaciers. You like glaciers? Luden exhales through the nose, a poor disguise for his contempt. He turns and bats aside the tent flaps as he goes, barking at his company in the distance. Don't poke the anthill, Vognir. He seems no happier to be here than you. Spend a few more days with the boy, old friend. You'll be looking for a tall cliff to hop off, too. Luden's got a shorter wick than Hakon. Thanks, Vognir. Forgot his voice. Thanks, Vognir. Let's get moving. Another half day to Weatherfell if we're lucky. Alright. Camp. Camp is where you manage your caravan. During travel, you can enter camp at any time by tapping the camp button on the travel HUD. Ah, okay, there's a camp button. Fair enough. While at camp or in towns, you can upgrade your allies or equip items in the hero's tent. You can pass time by using the rest tent. Resting will improve the caravan's morale. A high morale will reduce casualties in war and affect your willpower in combat. Each passing day will use supplies, so only rest when necessary. The training tent will allow you to safely try out any characters in a mock battle. Alright. Tap leave at the bottom of the campsite when you're ready to go back on the road. Alright, so we should go to the hero's tent for sure. It's even telling us to do so. Injuries! Mulger, we must help you. Oh yeah, it's what's his name? The guy that we got injured. At least he's injured. Gunnulf. At least he's not dead. One or more of your units is injured. Injured units can still fight, but have a penalty to max strength equal to the number of days wounded. The heal as time passes. So 1 day, that's fine. Click on a unit to view stats, promote ranks, and learn about abilities. Okay, let's take a look at Gunnulf. Oh, we can cycle through them like this. Okay. Click on ability to learn about the unit's abilities. Tempest. The Warhawk uses massive wedge, blah, blah, blah. We know about this. Hits up to... Oh, so if you go a higher rank, you can hit more enemies. And it always goes clockwise. I have to remember that. For normal strength, quarters, keep the Warhawk out of harm's way until late in the fight will maximize its effectiveness. Ah, right, of course. Alright. Impale. The spearman skewers his enemy doing normal strength damage before kicking them away, doing knockback and causing them to bleed if they move in their next turn. Very nice. A character who is bleeding will take 1 strength damage for each space that they move, which can be especially deadly for enemies that are moved against their will. So these abilities can be upgraded. We don't have any points available right now. Yeah, here we see if you want to pause the screen and learn all about this, I'm gonna have a read through it myself, and I'll be back in a second. Alright, so there we go. I read upon it, I learned a little bit, especially about the extortion. Was it? What was it called? Extortion, not extortion. How many willpower you can use at once, and how much armor breaking you have, etc., etc. Alright, so let's see. Kill Zero, he has nothing. This you use to upgrade and such. And you can give them like trinkets and such, I believe. Hakon. He has no battles either. He's very, very strong. Has a lot of shield as well, which is nice. Can we do anything? No. Hakon is something of a legend in Varl culture. When he met Wagner, it was during the Second Great War, in which the two became known for cutting a swathe through dredge where others were struggling just to stay alive. Wagner was always the charismatic leader, but there was no question about which of the two would win in a fight. Hakon, that is. Very strong man. Moger, an old man. An old hand in Val culture. Long on the front line of the fight against the dredge, he's had the occasional brush with leading a clan of his own, but eventually settled well into commanding Wagner's personal army of Varl warriors, and is highly respected among them. He has Bring the Pain. Strikes an adjacent enemy for armor damage before hunkering down and boosting his passive ability, Return the Favor. Character who attacks a shield banger loses 1 point of armor for each strike he makes. Return the Favor triggers every time the shield banger takes damage from an adjacent enemy, which can be... Alright, so all this technical doodad, I would say, is... something I'll have to learn for all the characters, of course. Alright, so I've just gone through all the characters. Here are some interesting things. Tempest we know about, but we can go into Heavy Impact, which like kicks big booty, to put it short. Anyway, let's go back. I don't think there's anything we can do yet. I mean, even he has some... He doesn't have any kills. Who are the people... None of these people. What about the turn order? Oh, you can drag him around, right? Right, so if we put him up there. This guy's really strong. No, he's really shield. Let's put him in between here. Oh. There. And him last. Yeah, that'll be fine. He'll rest up quickly and... We'll roll with this for now. Alright, I don't feel like training, so I will, get on with the story. See how things go. We have 66 days of supplies, the morale is great, let's just carry on. There's no point in dilly-dallying.
Weatherfell. Even the name means bad weather, where frozen wind sweeps in from the bay. They tend livestock, but most are just men driven from Strand with nowhere else to go. Why else would anyone stay? We won't stop long.
Alright. A little bit of information on Weatherfell. Bad weather. By Harderborg, that's a lot of row for some missing cattle. What? Couple days back, sent word to Strand about the cattle. Didn't expect an army. He looks pleased with himself until it sinks in that you aren't here on his behalf. Where have your cattle gone? And now my boys seen men up in the hills carrying them away. Don't know many men who can hoist a whole cow by himself. Scalping out here, maybe? Could they have Varl working for them? Not from what the governor told me. I'm going to take a look around and get camp set up. The peasant spits, his eyes anxiously darting about as the caravan sets up tents. We'll be here by no more than a day. There's silver for any food you've got. For hundreds of vowels? Are you serious? Whatever you're willing to sell. You thinking of squatting? Not enough room for a couple hunters here. Forget hundreds of... Shut up. Hear that? Where's Ludin? It's faint. Sounds like fighting and something else. Hakon takes off at a run. Is it battle time? It's battle time. Ooh, there's Dredge. These are the Dredge. Oh no. Ludin, you're in over your head, son. So these are gonna be added later. Clicking it will automatically make a path, but you can also set waypoints. Click once to make a waypoint. Now select the next waypoint when you need to avoid certain tiles. Okay. I guess we have to go over here and get kicked in the face. Spearmen can attack diagonally and up to 2 tiles away. Oh, that's nice to know. Click on the top right banner to compare your stats with the enemies. Oh boy, this is a lost fight. Is that Gunnulf? Looks like him. Or this is. Or that's Mogr. I forget. Spearmen can attack diagonally up to 2. Click the top right. Yes. Now click the enemy to target. Armor blocks attack and strength. For each enemy armor higher than your strength, there is a 10% chance the attack will be deflected. Since his armor is higher than mine, it only has like a 50% chance to hit, apparently. Notice the chance to hit shown above the attack bar. Attack this enemy. How can I have 3 when I only have 2 exertion? That's confusing to me. I can't even click them. Okay, well, here we go. Good job. Deflected attacks do no damage. From here on out, you will fail catastrophically if you don't break armor. Damaging both strength and armor is equally important. Yeah, he down. Come on, big boys. Let's take him down. So we have Hakon. Yeah. Let's, Can we stand on top of this guy? These guys will come in fast. So let's just, go right here. Hopefully these guys can't move in one turn. Sundering Impact. 100% to hit, +1 strength, +1 break to target, +1 break to heavy impact. So let's just try that, see what happens. Nice, 1 and 2. Okay. Man, he's a strong guy. We can't really get close, which is a shame. Let's just move this guy up here-ish, I suppose. And bring the pain? No, can't do anything with that. End the turn. I'm gonna finish this fight and then we'll end the episode. So, I was hoping there would be some fighting before I ended it, so it might be a bit of a longer episode, but that's okay. Yeah, let's just move up here, kind of close him in a little bit. Tempest, not necessary. We should really take down his shield, honestly. So let's just work our way at it. It's gonna be a tough fight. Ooh, 7? Eesh. Alright. 2 plus 2. We gotta do it. We gotta try our best to deal any sort of damage here, so. 4 to the armor. No! Alright, this could be dangerous, but let's move up here. Bring the pain to this guy. I really want to take him down, so let's see if we can't do some serious damage. Only 2. Alright. Oh, he used willpower. I should probably work on this guy. Let the other 2 focus on him. Only at 70%, so let's just work on his armor a little bit. Yeah, he's dead. Oof, this is rough. 7. Alright. That's good enough for me. Let's use that as well. We only have 1. So let's save it. Let's see if we might need it later, so. Okay. Tempest might be a good idea now. That might be a good idea. Bring the pain. Oh, he doesn't have Tempest, does he? That's that guy. Alright, bring the pain, break damage to target, +1 to return the favor. I mean, might as well, right? Just work on this guy. Ish. I'm hoping Hakon can take him down by himself. Yeah, he can. 7, he's down. Good. Whenever an enemy falls in battle, careful. 1 willpower star is added to your horn. Using the horn will give 1 willpower to the active ally. So if you need 1 willpower at any point, you can save up these points and then use it to get willpower. Okay, so we might want to save these until later. I don't know if they will carry over in the next battle. We'll find out, but I want to save it. He has 2 willpower. He can only use 1 though. Yeah, that's not a good idea. Let's just attack. Such a shame we can't take him down. Alright. Ooh. Yeah, he took some damage from that. That's good. We can move up here and take him out. Man, Hakon is a strong man. Let's just take him out. Easy peasy. Another star added. Pillage round! Alright, so it worked out okay. This guy got injured. That's not a good thing. But that guy was huge and scary and dangerous. Alright. I think we did okay. Victory. The foes lying dead at your feet would regret being alive. Temper the blood and pain. Hakon is ready for upgrade? Alright. +5 renown. Continue. Alright. I'm going to leave you here for the next episode. Thank you all very much for watching. I hope you're still enjoying this. Leave a like on it for me if you do. And I'll see you in the next episode. I've been the General. Thank you all for watching. At ease.